The military is coming for us. Hey everybody, it's Mike with Asymmetrical Preparedness. Here we go again. Oh my gosh. So, different exercises have to go on with the U.S. military for them to properly train. The internet's all abuzz again about the military and the government coming for all of us because special forces and different military units are training on American soil. Well, where else are they supposed to train? Come on, people. Seriously, everything isn't a conspiracy. Everything isn't them trying to get us. Some of it is, yes. Some of it is justified, of course. Do we prepare for such events? Yes, we do. But come on. We also got to be realistic. We also got to know truth from blown up internet BS. This is blown up internet BS. Alright? Robin Sage is an exercise basically the culmination of Army Special Forces training. It happens several times a year and has been going on for decades. Okay? So, don't worry about that. And those are good guys anyway. So, yes, the military does have to train. And we hear about, we see the trains and with military equipment on it and stuff like that. And some of them I laugh at because they're all painted desert tan. Well, what does that mean? That means they're going to the desert or they're getting ready to deploy to the desert. It's probably a train taking a load of military equipment from a base somewhere in the Midwest or something like that to a seaport so that it can be loaded up and go overseas to fight in Iraq or Afghanistan. And that was in the past, of course. But they're not even woodland camo or OD green, which is what they would be painted if they're going to do CONUS operations, which is continental United States. So, but even with that said, you got to understand also, if you see things like this in the future, also, you're not going to see me. I just figured you'd like to see some scenery. So I pull off on the side of the road here. Beautiful, beautiful Puget Sound. Yeah, this is a beautiful area for all of its weaknesses and issues. It's a beautiful area. So I figured you'd like to enjoy the scenery a little bit. But think about this, people. We're pulling out of the desert. I mean, sure, we'll still have some involvement, but we are downsizing and pulling kind of away from the desert. So what are the threats? The threats are North Korea, China, Russia, etc. What kind of terrain, topography, vegetation, foliage are in those locations? Woodlands, for the most part. Of course, there's variances, but it's woods, trees, stuff like that. It's not desert. So the fact is the military probably will be doing more and more operations, CONUS, around here, in the woods, in the mountains, in our small towns, communities, stuff like that, and driving woodland camouflage vehicles and or OD green, etc. Because the emphasis is shifting away from the Middle East, away from the desert. So our troops need to be retraining themselves for operations in the theaters, the upcoming theaters, or the potential upcoming theaters. So take that with a grain of salt and understand that if you see about this, you hear about this, that things are shifting, things are changing. So don't get all, upset about everything. The military has to train, and they can't always just train on military bases and or military proving grounds, training grounds, stuff like that. Sure, those exist and those are great, but there are, they're limited. There's still only so many of them with so many options, stuff like that. So we will be seeing more of that because, like I said, the threats are changing. So our military needs to adapt to those threats. So what else is there? That's kind of the buzz I've been hearing lately. A lot of the buzz also is empty shelves. Yes, empty shelves. This is why we prepare. This is why we stockpile food. Let me move this around a little bit for you. This is, yes, why we stockpile food, why we prepare. And here, let me pause it, get you some different scenery. There we go, a little different scenery for you guys. Yeah, inflation, shortages, all kinds of stuff we've been seeing at the stores. But, I mean, this is, you know, come on, people. We knew, anybody that prepared, we're preparing for things like this. This is why we prep. This is why we do the things we do, because we foresee possibilities like this. We know that this may happen. So, stay level-headed, stay in the game, work on your skills, get practical training. Come on, that's one of the best things you can do. Another best thing you can do, other than getting right with God, which is very important, is physical fitness. Physical fitness is going to be essential. There are so many different reasons for being physically fit. Not just in doing the things, but in having a healthy immune system. In having a just overall health, a level of health that enables you to be strong. Strong physically, strong mentally, and all those kind of things. That enable you to be prepared to do the things. A little more different scenery for you. Preparedness really needs to be specific to you in your AO, also your area of operations. So that's one reason why I wanted to shift the camera to this view. See that bridge right there? That bridge is the single point of access to this entire island. Decent sized island with a lot of homes on it. I don't know what is all on it. I've only been here a couple times. I think there's like a little gas station, maybe a little country store, and post office, stuff like that. There's a lot of money out there, though. A lot of wealth in the houses. Not on that side, but on the side I'm on. But think about that. That's a single access point. What happens if that goes down? Say there's a severe storm. Whatever. This is part of the Puget Sound, so it's fairly protected. It's not like a tidal wave is going to come through here or anything like that, probably. But, you know, what if that just goes away? How are these people going to, are they prepared? I've seen tons of freaking Porsches around here. Which, you know, a Porsche isn't going to get you across the water. I don't know, maybe a lot of them have boats also, so they can get around. But that's one of the things you need to think about, contingency plans. I'm not saying that you live on an island like this, but if you do, then hopefully you have a bug out boat. Also, we're all in different situations. We're all in different areas. We're all have different physical capabilities, mental capabilities, skill sets, stuff like that. So we need to mitigate as many negatives as possible. Anything that might stand in our way from living, from surviving, aka a bridge going out, and our ability to replenish food. Single point like that, also single access point, may in some situations be a good thing also. Yeah, I was reading a while back, there's that dystopian fiction prepper novel. I think it was the 299 Days series. The author lives somewhere in this area. And there's a couple islands around here he might have been talking about. I don't think he was talking about this one specifically, but it really is set up just like, kind of like in that book, with the single bridge going over to it. It may be more defensible that way. SHTF scenario, the people on this island, other than, you know, marauders coming in by boats, they just set up a post over there, or a post on that side, a post on this side, whatever it is, and defend it. So There's positives and negatives in everything. Everything's not all positive. Everything's not all negative. So you got to remember that. I know I've kind of meandered around in this video a little bit. I didn't get much sleep last night. My little one had a rough night, and I'm a little hangry. I've been running around getting stuff done. Haven't really eaten today. And I know I get emails about people telling me take care of myself. Yes, I do. I try to take care of myself. I'm fairly healthy. Sometimes I forget to eat because I get busy, stuff like that. But yeah, you guys also eat healthy, whole, natural foods and exercise. Move that body. Very important. Very important that we got to take care of ourselves. So I guess I'll wrap it up. I'm running out of brain power. I need to go home and wrap up the day and go to sleep. But anyway, I hope you guys got something out of the video. I apologize. It's not that great. Have a wonderful day. I love you guys, and blessings to you and yours.